The North London derby is one of the most highly contested derbies in English football. Arsenal and Spurs, their fans absolutely hate each other. In the last few decades, especially under Arsene Wenger, Arsenal have had the upper hand, but recently under Mauricio Pochettino, things have been a lot different. Spurs have managed to finish above Arsenal last season and they also reached the Champions League final. Both clubs have made significant investments, with Arsenal signing the likes of David Luiz and Nicolas Pepe and Spurs bringing in Ndombele and Lo Celso. The new Premier League season just kicked off a few days ago and I thought it'd be super fun to compare this season's Arsenal against this season's Spurs to see which team comes out on top. We're also going to be using the new kits for this experiment to keep it as realistic and fun as possible. By this point, I'm sure you guys already know how these experiments work. First up, we're going to be putting the two teams in a career mode simulation to find out which side comes out on top. And after that, we're going to have a gameplay simulation in which we'll have a computer versus computer match between the two teams. If you guys do enjoy these experiment style videos, a like would be absolutely awesome. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 19 content, and let's get this experiment underway. Let's first take a look at Unai Emery's Arsenal. Have gone for a similar formation that they use in real life, a 4-2-3-1, and have also tried to fit in the best players they've got at the club as possible, and also the new transfers. So we've got Alexandre Lacazette up front with Mesut Ozil playing in behind him in that number 10 role. Aubameyang on the left. I know I could have played Aubameyang up front as the striker, but then Lacazette would have to miss out. So to fit both of them into the lineup, I've done this. Nicolas Pepe, the new big signing, 80 million man from Lille. An unbelievable transfer, and I can't wait to see how he performs in real life. In this experiment, he's going to be playing down the right. A decent midfield of Lucas Torreira and Dani Ceballos, the new signing from Real Madrid on loan. Arsenal's defense has been shambolic, but looks like they have kind of fixed it by signing Kieran Tierney from Celtic and David Luiz from Chelsea. Also Socrates and Bellerin complete that defense. Arsenal do have an interesting bench with the likes of Mkhitaryan, Xhaka, Guendouzi, Monreal, Mustafi, Kolasinac and Maitland-Niles, and some talents in the reserves as well. Martinelli, their new signing, Saka, Willock, El Neni, Rob Holding as well. That is a decent Arsenal team. What do you guys think? Are they going to finish top 4 in real life? Let me know in the comment section below. So this is Mauricio Pochettino's Spurs, and honestly it looks incredible. I mean, it has to. They reached the Champions League final last time around. They've got Harry Kane and Heung-min Son leading the line. That is one hell of a duo. In behind them you've got Dele Alli, and then you've got Christian Eriksen and new signings Ndombele and Lo Celso in that midfield. Ndombele from Lyon, a huge signing, a quality player. Lo Celso, the same can be said for him. He was so good for Real Betis last season. Christian Eriksen though might be on his way to Real Madrid. I'm not so sure about that. We'll see what happens. Top teams need to have a good defense, and Spurs certainly do have that, with Danny Rose as the left back, Serge Aurier as the right back, and the two Belgians, Vertonghen and Alderweireld, being the two centre-backs of this Spurs team. Spurs have got a pretty good goalkeeper as well in Hugo Lloris, who also happens to be their captain. Spurs do have a decent bench, especially with Lucas Moura over there, Ryan Sessegnon, Lamela, Sissoko, Wings, Dyer and Davinson Sanchez. I've got to say, this bench is way better than Arsenal's bench. In reserves, a few talents like Juan Foyth and Walker Peters, a quality Spurs team, and the first 11 can genuinely fight for the Premier League title. Do you guys think this is finally time for Spurs to push for the Premier League title? Let me know in the comment section. So there you go, we've taken a look at both Arsenal and Spurs' team, and now it's time to get into the career mode simulation to find out which team comes out on top in the Prem. Because both Arsenal and Spurs are in different European competitions, with Spurs being in the Champions League and Arsenal being in the Europa League, it doesn't make sense enabling European competition. So to keep the experiment as fair as possible, we've got them disabled. The transfer window is disabled as well to keep it realistic. So here we go. I'm simulating until the end of the season, and we're gonna find out which team comes out on top in the Prem. I'm also interested to see how all the new signings perform, especially in terms of goals and all. Oh, this just had to happen. Even in the experiment, Arsenal have finished 4th. That's just hilarious, man. So Arsenal finished 4th, but Spurs have won the Premier League, and not just won it, they have destroyed the Premier League. They've won it by a 14-point advantage. I cannot believe it, man. Spurs have won the Prem in this experiment, and they've done it in style. 89 points. That is actually incredible. Arsenal do get into the top 4, but well, Spurs have just smashed it in today's career mode simulation. Harry Kane won the Premier League's Golden Boot with 22 goals in 38 games. No wonder Spurs won the Prem. They've also got Dele Alli in the top 3. In fact, he's finished second along with Salah with 15 goals. Aubameyang did score 14 for Arsenal, which isn't that bad to be honest. And they've also got Dani Ceballos, who did have a good contribution of 9 goals. Lo Celso coming in clutch as well with 9. Harry Kane has had an unbelievable season. 13 assists as well. Eriksen with 9. You've got Mkhitaryan with 6 assists for Arsenal, but that's about it. Clean sheets wise, Lloris did really well for Spurs with 11 clean sheets. Edison did win the best goalkeeper award though. Well, Arsenal's keeper nowhere to be found as Bernd Leno is down there with 6 clean sheets. So Arsenal got knocked out early in the FA Cup, losing 2-1 to Southampton. So Spurs did a bit better than Arsenal in the FA Cup as well. They got knocked out in round 5 by Man City. Spurs did manage to win the Carabao Cup as well, beating Liverpool 2-0 in the finals. And Arsenal, well, things didn't go down well for them at all. They got knocked out in round 2 by Fleetwood. Spurs have absolutely demolished Arsenal in this career mode simulation. I mean, they won the league, they won the Carabao Cup as well. It's now time for the gameplay part of the simulation. Let's see if Arsenal can get one back over Spurs. So it's time for the gameplay part of the experiment. Arsenal versus Spurs, the North London derby. Arsenal are going to be wearing their new home kit, and Spurs, well, because of a kit clash, with their regular white kit, I've gone with their away kit, so, just to have some variety. New signings all are on the pitch. Let's get into the gameplay and see which team comes out on top. Spurs absolutely demolished Arsenal in the career mode simulation, so I'm kind of expecting Arsenal to bounce back, but we'll see what happens. On paper, I guess I've got to say Spurs have a better team. Heung-min Son on the ball, out wide to Serge Aurier, now Dele Alli. Spurs looking really good. Good cross comes in, but Socrates gets it away. The shot from Christian Eriksen was decent. Mesut Ozil on the ball, now Alexandre Lacazette. Out wide to new mega signing Nicolas Pepe. Brilliant football here from Arsenal. Now Hector Bellerin has got a proper good chance here. That's a terrible cross. Easily cleared away by Spurs. Here's Dani Ceballos, the new signing, finds Aubameyang. Now Mesut Ozil goes for goal with his weaker right foot. He actually got decent amount of power on it, but not enough to beat Lloris. Now Arsenal pushing forward, long ball to Nicolas Pepe. Pepe goes for goal first time. Wow, that was actually a really good attempt from the £80 million signing, but he couldn't keep that on target. It's a chase for Harry Kane just before the halftime whistle. Still Kane whips in a great cross to Heung-min Son, who doesn't even control it. How did he not score there? I mean, Harry Kane with an inch-perfect cross. That should have been 1-0 for Spurs. Both teams have had their fair share of chances, but ultimately it is goalless in this first half. I kind of expected more. Let's see what the second half brings. Heung-min Son out wide to Serge Aurier. Could be a chance for Spurs. Kieran Tierney makes a mistake. Eriksen goes down inside the box. That could have easily been a penalty, but the ref was having none of it. This could be Arsenal's chance. Nicolas Pepe, now Ozil out wide to Alexandre Lacazette. He taps it forward, moves forward, still Lacazette. Lays it off to Dani Ceballos, who goes for goal. Hugo Lloris with a massive save. Looks like the game is opening up a bit. Chances for both teams in the second half. Oh, look at the open space here for Arsenal. Torreira, now Granit Xhaka. Back to Torreira, out wide to Nicolas Pepe. Still Pepe on the ball. Torreira finds Mesut Ozil, goes for goal. Hugo Lloris with a big right hand. Aubameyang on the ball. Tierney fires this one into Mesut Ozil. What's going on here? Spurs do get it away. No, they don't. Nicolas Pepe somehow gets the ball out of nowhere and he slots it home. Brilliant finish with that left foot of his. It was chaos at the back. Spurs' defending was just comical there. Davinson Sanchez should have cleared it away, but he couldn't. Nicolas Pepe got the opportunity, and that left foot that is so good, £80 million worth. There's a reason why Arsenal spent all that money on Nicolas Pepe to bring him in from Lille, and well, he's showing exactly what he's all about in today's experiment with a brilliant left-footed finish. Is that all Spurs have in the locker? Let's see if they can respond. Arsenal have just about edged it in today's experiment, beating Spurs 1-0, courtesy of a goal from mega signing Nicolas Pepe. A beautiful finish from him, and that was all it was needed for this game to be settled. Spurs did have quite a few, good chances, but ultimately Arsenal were the better team over the course of the 90 minutes in my opinion, and there you go. That is exactly why they've won today's experiment. Spurs managed to beat Arsenal in the career mode simulation, but Arsenal have responded by beating them in, of course, the gameplay part of today's video. Let me know in the comment section which team do you guys think is going to have a better season down in the comment section below. But guys, that is that for today's experiment video. Really hope you guys do enjoy these experiment style videos. If you guys do, I would really appreciate a like on today's video. That would help the channel grow. Subscribe if you're watching my content for the very first time, and I'll catch you guys next time.